Hey, what's up, people? I'm Hustler. Today we will talk about how much money one can earn working as a long-haul truck driver in the USA and Canada. Truck driver compensation is highly variable due to multiple factors. More experience, difficult loads, maintaining a clean driving record, a willingness to endure risk, and travel to remote locations are some traits of a driver who earns a higher than average salary. The average truck driver salary in the United States is $83,158 per year. However, it may vary depending on the type of truck that you drive. For example, a hazmat driver transporting dangerous toxic materials must operate their commercial vehicle with greater care and alertness. A hazardous materials accident, even a minor one, could lead to the evacuation of entire towns. A material leak or worse, an explosion could occur and possibly cause a mass casualty incident or environmental damage. When you compare the risks of transporting hazardous materials with the average dry van load of toilet paper, it's easy to see why a hazmat driver must be more attentive to safety and why they receive a higher than average compensation. However, if transporting hazardous materials isn't appealing to you, you have other options besides transporting hazardous materials to increase your pay. Salary: $52,518 to $126,882. Truck driver salaries vary widely depending on factors such as region, type of equipment, and experience level. According to recent data, the latest truck driver salary ranges from $52,518 to $126,882 annually. The earning potential for truck drivers depends on their employer, their driving record, and the types of loads they move. Drivers who are willing to train for extra endorsements or work in remote areas can increase their earning potential even further. Truck drivers can get paid in a variety of ways, depending on their operating mode and route type. Solo drivers typically work alone and must take time to stop and sleep between shifts to comply with hours of service (HOS) regulations. In a team driving situation, two drivers share the driving responsibilities and make runs together, allowing for more continuous operation of the truck. Truck drivers can also get paid based on their route type. OTR, over the road. Drivers typically spend weeks on the road, traveling long distances and making deliveries across the country. While OTR driving can be demanding, it often commands the highest salary and offers the opportunity to see new places. Regional drivers stay within a specific geographic area, which generally means they can come home on the weekends. 1. What is the salary of owner-operators? Indeed lists the salary as $323,870, but this varies greatly and does not take into account all the factors. For example, an owner-operator cannot be classified as a job for the purposes of a site like Indeed, and rightly so. These drivers are much more than your average salaried employee. They are business owners operating a trucking company, even if they have just one truck. An owner-operator's responsibilities cover the full range of a trucking company's operations, from managing expenses to finding loads, to paying employees insurance, benefits, and wages. The skies are the limit for owner-operators, and their take-home pay ultimately depends on the amount of work they are willing or able to take on. But an owner-operator doesn't have to go it alone. Owner-operators with 2.5 years or more experience are eligible to work with Cloud Trucks. We give owner-operators complete freedom to run their business and the power of the back-end support of a primary carrier by giving them access to hundreds of curated loads. 2. How much do ICE road drivers make? Salary: $66,917 per year. ICE road driving became a famous trucking industry niche when the History Channel launched the show, Ice Road Truckers. As depicted in the TV show, these drivers operate in the wilderness areas deep in the northern latitudes of Canada. They take on immense risk as they traverse challenging terrain and dangerous road conditions to deliver cargo to remote towns and mining operations. Optimal conditions for these loads exist for a few short months out of the year. These drivers earn a full year's salary in that short period, giving them time to pursue other opportunities during the off-season or enjoy their time off for better work-life balance as a trucker. To become an ICE road trucker, you need several years of experience and a history of safe operation with a broad range of equipment. It's considered one of the most challenging ways to drive a truck, but also one of the most lucrative. 3. What is the salary for oversized load drivers? Salary, $71,091 per year. Oversized loads, also known as over-dimension loads, exceed the standard legal dimensions set by federal regulations. As a result, oversized haulers must display a higher-than-average skill in maneuvering loads such as construction equipment, wind turbines, mobile homes, and industrial machinery. These drivers must follow additional regulations that specify the routes and times of day these loads are legally allowed to move. As a result, an escort crew is often required, and some companies require the driver to hire their escort team. Because these large items are usually quite expensive, additional insurance and other precautions are required. A higher compensation for the driver behind the wheel of these behemoth loads comes with the territory. 4. How much does specialty vehicle haulers make? Salary, $78,490. Specialty vehicle haulers transport high-value or specialty vehicles such as race cars, luxury automobiles, collectibles, and other expensive items, usually in an enclosed trailer. They must exercise extreme caution to avoid damaging these high-value loads. Even when parked, these drivers must take additional precautions to ensure another driver's negligence doesn't damage the load, and follow special procedures to protect against theft. 5. Average salary of team truck drivers. Salary, $101,079. Team drivers are the pinnacle of high-speed, long-range load delivery. Typically, a team consists of 2 drivers in the same truck, driving in shifts to keep their load moving up to 22 hours a day. To give you an idea of how big a difference this makes, consider that it typically takes a solo driver 6 days to drive from coast to coast. A team can make the same trip in as little as 3 days. Companies that require such high-speed delivery pay more for the service, and the team of drivers, in turn, earns a much higher compensation. 6. What is the salary of private fleet drivers? Salary, $37,100. Some major retailers and manufacturers maintain their fleet of drivers to transport goods from their distribution centers or factories to their stores or customers. One of the most well-known private fleets in America is Walmart, which announced in 2022 that the salary for the company's truck drivers was going to increase between $95,000 to $110,000 a year. Their drivers enjoy higher-than-average pay, shorter work weeks, and best-in-industry benefit packages. The caveat to private fleets is their high standards for hiring drivers. Some private fleets require many years of experience and clean driving records. However, they also enjoy extremely low turnover compared to the rest of the trucking industry. 7. How much do mining industry drivers make? Salary, $62,868. These drivers operate massive dump trucks in mining and quarry operations. They must maintain a high level of productivity while on the clock, while at the same time operating safely in an area where smaller commercial vehicles and company equipment are present. Outside the mining industry, you can find these trucks at specific industrial and port locations that handle raw materials and goods used at the base of our nation's industrial chain. 8. Average salary of liquids. Tanker driver. Salary, $90,894. Because of the physics involved with liquids in large containers, something as simple as turning sharply or slamming on the brakes too hard can cause an instant disaster. A mistake with hazmat liquid loads such as gasoline or liquid propane can result in giant fireballs and extreme heat, often referred to as a Viking funeral by the drivers. Acids and deadly fumes are also a part of the risk package for liquids tanker drivers, and other drivers on the road often give them a wide berth. The compensation for liquids tanker drivers reflects the hazardous loads they transport and the high level of skill they demonstrate in moving these materials safely. 9. How much do hazmat drivers make? Salary, $70,475. As mentioned earlier, hazmat drivers have to be on high alert. Their loads consist of dangerous and highly toxic materials. Any accident has a high potential to spark a disaster leading to loss of life, lengthy and expensive cleanup, and lost profits for the driver and company. Hazmat drivers must also pass a TSA, Transportation Security Administration background investigation, maintain additional endorsements, and follow additional state and federal regulations. Because of the need for specialized equipment and the additional risks and requirements associated with transporting hazardous materials, hazmat drivers typically earn a substantially higher salary than drivers operating a standard dry van, reefer, or flatbed unit. 10. What is the average salary of regional truck drivers? Salary: $71,882. According to the most recent research from ZipRecruiter, the average annual wage for a regional truck driver in the United States is around $71,882. Nevertheless, this varies considerably based on expertise, region, and trucking firm type criteria. Regional truck drivers often work in a specific geographic area, such as a few states or a portion of the country. This can provide long-distance and local driving, more time at home, and reasonable compensation. In addition, specific regional driving jobs may include additional perks, such as signing bonuses or health insurance. While the average annual income for a regional truck driver is around $69,110, experienced drivers with a safe driving record and specific talents can make significantly more. According to the same research from ZipRecruiter, the highest-paid regional truck drivers can make up to $92,005 per year. Regional truck drivers may be eligible for additional benefits, such as paid time off, retirement plans, and health insurance in addition to paying. In addition, several trucking firms provide incentives and bonuses to drivers who reach performance goals or work in high-demand locations, which can enhance earning potential even more. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also share your thoughts in the comments. This was Hustler. Until our next meeting.